Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to play the opening theme from Fire Force called Inferno. I've done a full playthrough, so if you want to go and hear what it sounds like played all the way through, check that out. I'll leave a link in the description and a card above. So I'm going to teach you the whole song, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press the notifications, leave me some comments in the comment section, including what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support my channel, and print off the tabs for this, then I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning, and the first line sounds like this. So to play that, we're going to start first finger E12, and either your third finger or your little finger on D14. Then we go down to fret 7 on the E string, and 9 on the D string. And just make sure you mute off the note on the A string so it doesn't ring, so when you play down you don't hear anything on the A string. And then back up to fret 9 on the E string and 11 on the D string. And then down to 7 on the E string and 9 on the D string. So you got... and really slide in between them. And then we go down to fret 4 on the E string and 6 on the D string. Back up to 7 on the E string and 9 on the D string. Then 9 on the E string and 11 on the D string. Back to 7 on the E string and 9 on the D string. So the first two bars go. And then hit the top two strings twice. Then E5, D7 twice. Move down a fret to E4 and D6, hit that twice. And then E2 and A4, hit it once. So bar 3 goes. Oh, so I went into bar 4 there, so 2 E power chords, open E with A2 and D2. So bars 3 and 4 go. So a little bit at the end there just goes E8 and then B9. So the whole line slowly goes. And up to speed. On to the next line, and this is the verses where the singing starts, and you get this. Okay, so A4 with my first finger, third finger D6, and then G4, my first finger's barred down on that, so you get... So that's the first 3 notes. Then E5, A7, and D7, and it goes. So you palm mute off the first 2 notes and then play the third note, not palm muted. Then go up to E7, A9, and D9. And then A9, D10, then jump to B10. So you get... So the first 2 bars you get... up speed. And then bars 7 is the same as bar 5. Bar 8 starts the same, so you play the E7, A8, A9 and D9. But then you play open E, and then A7, and then D6. So bar 8 you get. So the first 4 bars of that, bars 5, 6, 7 and 8 go. You then repeat back and play bars 5, 6, 7, but instead of playing bar 8, you play bar 9 instead, which goes E7, A9, D9, and then you just hit an E power chord, which is open E and A2. So the whole of that verse goes... And then the next line goes... So for that, B9, slide down to B7, then B9, slide up to B14. And then in bar 11 we play B12, slide down to B7, and then back up to B10. So it's... Okay, so the first two bars go... And then play B9 and G9 at the same time, 4 times going... And then in the next bar, one more hit, and hit G11 on its own, and then back to the B9 and G9 another 3 times. So you get bars 12 and 13 go. So the whole line goes. On to the next line, it starts the same, so the first bar is the same. But then we're going to play B7, B9, B10. So the first 2 bars go. And then bars 16 and 17 are almost the same as what we had on the previous line, playing B9 and G9. But one less hit on the end of that. So the whole line goes. On to the next line, and we've got... So for that, the first chord, it's an A power chord, which is A12, D14 and G14 all at the same time. Then down to an E power chord, which is A7 with D9 and G9. And then we've got this next chord, which is 7 on the D string, 5 on the G string, and 7 on the B string. And then the next chord is 6 on the D string, 4 on the G string with the first finger, and second finger on B5. So his first 4 bars go. And then from bar 22 we got, which is E9, B12, B9, B10, 2 B9s, then G9, G11, slide down to fret 8, so you get. So the whole line goes. Then there's 2 bars of rest before the chorus kicks in. The first line of the chorus goes like this. So for that, C sharp power chord, which is A, 4 and D6. And the rhythm's going to go down, 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 up, down. Then to an F sharp power chord, which is E2 and A4, same rhythm. Move down a string to a B power chord, which is A2 and D4, same rhythm. Up to an E power chord, which is A7. And then I like to choose my little finger on the D9. And you're going to go down, up, down. And then move your first finger down 1 fret. So it goes to fret 6, but you still stay with your little finger on fret 9 and do down, up, down. So bar 30 goes. So the first 4 bars you got. And then we've got C sharp again for the bar. Same rhythm we had before. Then an A power chord this time, so E5 and A7. Move up 2 frets to a B power chord, so fret 9 on the A string and 7 on the E string, same rhythm. Then 2 E power chords. And then we go up to fret 11 on the A string and 10 on the D string. So it goes. So the whole line. The next line starts the same, so the first 4 bars are the same. And then we've got C sharp power chord in bar 39, just hit it 4 times going. Then A power chord 4 times. B power chord 4 times. And then the last 2 chords we've got A11 and D9. And then A9 with D10. It goes. So the whole of that line goes. On to the next line, just 4 C sharp power chords, 4 A power chords, 4 B power chords, and then we've got, so E power chord, which is A7 and D9, just do 4 hits going da 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 da, so down up, so the whole of that line. And then it goes to a breakdown. The first line of that sounds like this. So for that, E4 and A6, 2 hits. And then bar 48 goes to an A power chord and goes down, down, up, down. Up 2 frets to a B power chord, that same rhythm, down, down, up, down. And then in bar 50 we've got a C diminished, which is A3 with D4, same rhythm. So the whole of that line goes. And then on to the next line, and we've got some octaves. We play D2 and B5, and you're going to hit it 4 times in that bar 51, 4 times in bar 52, and then another 2 hits in bar 53. And then move down 1 fret to D1 and A4 for 2 hits. So you get. And then in bar 54 we've got an E power chord, hit it twice. And then you've got a G sharp power chord, which is E4 and A6, 2 hits on that. So the whole of that line goes. And then the last line is the outro, and it sounds like this. So to play that, A4 and D6, go down, up, down. Then A6 and D9. A7 and D9. E4 and A6. So the first 2 bars go. Then an A power chord, which is E5 and A7. A C diminished, which is A3 and D4, and then up to an E power chord again, then A6 and D9. So the first 4 bars you've got. Then C sharp 4 times, A4, A power chord 4 times, B power chord 4 times, C sharp, C diminished 4 times. Then C sharp 4 times. Then A 4 times. So the whole line slowly of that goes. And that's the whole song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, leave me some comments in the comment section, including what songs I should do next, where in the world you're from. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support my channel, and you want to print the tabs off of this, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.